Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Living in Northern California. And we brought in our good friend, Mike, aka Money Mike. Mike is a lender that we work with, love his opinion. And we have a specific topic today that we want to talk about. But before we do that, Rose, what should we do?
If you're new to our channel, make sure to give a little love to that subscribe button.
There you go.
And click on that notification button so you can be the first to know about anything about living in Northern California, great programs, beautiful homes, whatever you guys want to know, make sure to hit that notification button so you can be the first to know about it.
So last year, a program came out where a lot of people were excited about. That's what we're talking about today. That's called the Dream for All program. I know last year when we started announcing the Dream for All program on our social media account,
it was
a
huge.
lot of people were calling us. We were showing houses more than I've ever shown, right? But it was kind of a flash in the pan. We'll talk about what that is, and also they're bringing it back. So Mike, do you want to kind of explain what Dream for All is or was and what's going on?
Yeah.
Definitely. So Dreams for All is a state program for California specifically. You have to be a first-time home buyer, okay? And pretty much what California is doing is investing in real estate with you, okay? So how they do that is that they give you 20% of the purchase or whatever the value is, right, when the appraisal comes in. So that program is called Dream for All Shared Appreciation. What that means is that California's gonna let you borrow $20,000. 20%, excuse me. And then whenever you sell the property, refinance, change anything on title, you'll have to pay back the original balance plus anywhere from 15 to 20% of your equity, depending on how much income you make.
They do allow one or two refinance.
One refinance. That was in the past in March. So the program's gonna come out in spring of 2024. They did announce that they're going to make changes because
what was the big issue with last year? Because we had
someone in
escrow. Had one person in escrow and one other
in.
person that was writing, and then they took the funds away. Like, was there only a certain amount of funds? Like, what was going on? And how come my clients didn't get a house?
Yeah, it's a great question. I got that question asked a lot. So pretty much,
it's a pain in the butt.
So if you get in contract, the way to guarantee the funds is you have to lock your rate right away. Yeah. Okay. So if you're in contract and haven't locked your rate, then the funds still can be taken away. So that's pretty much what happened. Yeah. It sounds like that's what pretty much what happened. And this happened to a lot of people, right? Because literally 10 days. In 10 days, $300 million went like that.
So they were allotted $300 million?
Yep. Actually, it was $500,000.
Yeah. And then they went down to kind of like first come, first serve?
Pretty much, yeah. So the requirements are pretty crazy. I mean, if you had a 680 credit score and in certain counties, right, like Contra Costa, Alameda, I think even Sacramento, if you made less than $282,000, you would qualify.
And that's a really good income for a Cal Halfa grant program. We were actually surprised how many people qualified for that.
Yeah. Another crazy thing is that on top of that, you can contribute 30% of your own down payment.
Yeah.
So I heard, had a colleague that helped somebody buy a property in San Francisco for $1.5 million. And they put 50% down payment, 20% from Cal Halfa, 30% from
if you have that much funds, like, why do you need to take other people's 20%?
So that need it, right?
So what you're saying with that, Rose, is we had a couple clients that really it was their first time buying a home, and man, being in the Bay Area, one of my buddies from the Bay Area were looking at homes that were older and super expensive, and he needed this down payment assistance or he would not qualify for a home. And he got his hopes up because we didn't, I guess, lock the rate, and when they said the program's over, he had to walk away from that home. And there was also another client where we were just starting to write and they took it away. He says, well, I can't afford it anymore, so I will talk to you if things change, right? So in the real estate mind, me and Rose's mind, it was really exciting when they announced it. It was really exciting to have a lot of our friends and buyers and people that we were able to reach out like, hey, they have this new program. And then it was such a letdown when they took it away, to where me and Rose were saying, I wish
it never happened.
it never happened,
Yeah.
right? Because
Yeah.
it let a lot of people down.
We had buyers who were looking for a home. This program came out. They took it away, and those people stopped looking. And we were like, wait, like, you know, what happened, right?
Well, here's the good news. One of my buddies that had to walk away,
he ended up buying.
Give him a few months, 6 months, and do some creative planning to get him ready for the future. Perfect. And guess what? He now owns a home. I think it's a better home. He's happier with the home. So sometimes these things work out for the better, but in the moment, it's kind of a letdown. But here's the thing. They took it away, and next year, they're rolling it back out. What's going on with that?
Yeah, you might
Is
be
this a
asking,
good thing or a bad thing?
right? You might think like, is it a good thing or a bad thing, or
Right.
is the same thing going to happen, right? So now they have about $200 million in allocated funds, right?
Okay, so less than what they had before.
Yes, because
Okay.
originally it was $500 million, but
Okay.
they changed it to 300,000, and then
They're
I
gonna
think they were trying to
revamp
test some
it.
things out, see what happens, and they didn't think it was going to go that fast. To be honest, nobody thought it was going to
No,
go that fast,
I mean,
right?
it was crazy how it
10
kept
days.
ticking down. Like
Yeah.
it was like, oh, we're gonna run out of funds in a month. In 3 weeks, oh, we
Yep.
ran out of funds.
Less than 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks. So, you know, back to your question about what's going to happen when it comes out again, right?
Yeah.
So they're making changes, you know, and I think it's all speculative right now, but I'm pretty sure, you know, just based on what happened in the past, I think they're going to lower the income limits a bit, probably change the credit requirements as well, and then also it might be a lottery system. Okay. So what is a lottery system?
Yeah.
Right. So pretty much what you do is that you'll have to do education classes. And just like the lottery, California lottery, you'll have to, put your number in, and you'll get a number, and they'll pick out a basket.
Yeah.
You know, if they pick your number, you'll have a certain time, limited time. There's a program called AC Boost, which is the Alameda County program, and they do the same thing.
Yeah.
So they have a lottery system. So pretty much, with how their system works is that you have 6 months to buy a property. Okay, so it's not guaranteed, but that's something they had talked about. So, I mean, that's a good thing for first-time home buyers to actually need the down payment, right? Because a lot of people that took
So
advantage.
you're saying a lottery system. How do they know if they were picked? So do they need to start looking, find, and then possibly get picked? Or do they get picked and then they could go looking for a house and then they're guaranteed to get a house?
So the second option, from my understanding. Because that's
Got
how AC
it.
Boost works.
Yeah.
So, but you have to
Okay.
do all the requirements, all the
First.
education classes, get
So
pre-approved.
let's talk about that real quick. The education classes.
So
Is that
edu-
something they should get out of the way when they get started? Like, what does that look like?
Yeah, so they still haven't come out with the education classes. They did have one where there was 2 classes you had to take early this year, which was the e-home certificate, and then also the Dreams for All certificate. Recently, they took that out, so I'm guessing they're going to come out with another program.
Got it.
Or another education class that you have to take. So I would think in most cases you'll have to take everything up front, get pre-approved at the same time, and then they'll pick your number.
So then the people who took the certifications before, those are void now.
The e-home one, that one's good for a year.
Okay.
The Dreams for All one, that was free.
Okay.
So I think you'll have to take another class, and I'm pretty sure
Okay.
it's going to be free as well.
Okay, because I know a lot of people, I guess it's the e-home that you have to pay
$100.
$100. Okay, so that's good to know, because then if it comes out during that specific time period, they would only have to retake the free one.
Correct.
Free one, yeah.
So if you took it in, let's say, because it finished in like the end of March or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So you took it in March, you'll have until March of next year. If not, you'll just have to retake the education classes. So, but keep in mind that might change, right? Because we don't know if they might, that e-home, you might have to take it again, or
Yeah.
take another additional class on top of that. So we'll find out the specifics in spring of 2024, and they let us know usually about anywhere from 3 to 4 weeks prior to the program being available.
Yeah.
So when that happens, we're gonna reach out to you guys and be
Yeah.
like, hey, start doing it now, because I kid you not, I had a lot of clients do it last minute, and it took 2 months to get a certificate for the e-home because they were so booked.
Yes.
I mean, imagine how many homes were you guys showing? I had
A lot.
so many applications. I actually had 7 in contract, and then 3 of them backed out because one of those was a property. Well, 3 of them was because of the property, foundation issues and things like that. But that sucked because we had locked their funds, and then now they had to wait till next year. And so I have a lot of people waiting for this program to come out. So if you guys are interested, let us know.
I think also the point of this video is to just get the awareness out before it, pops up. Because last time we found out about it and then we start reaching out to our clients and we just weren't as prepared as we like to be. Now we want to be more prepared because the fact of the matter is houses are expensive, especially in Northern California. Houses are freaking expensive. And there's a lot of people that are spending a lot of money on rent. And this could be one of their only options to get into a home. What this program does is it helps you with the down payment, right? Yeah. And so we want anybody that thinks that this program might help them to get prepared. Yeah. Because it's right around the corner. And I think things to get prepared is clean up your credit score a little bit. Think about reach out to a lender like Mike, or you could even reach out to me and Rose and just see like what classes do I need to take and when is this coming? Ask those questions. Yeah. What do I need to do to get prepared? And then when that program comes out, you are ready. It's time to go look for houses, and this is your chance to hopefully get on a great program because they're going to take it away again. Once those funds are gone, Dream for All is gone.
So I have a question. Besides credit, are there other funds that they should be aware of? Like, do they need reserves? Because CalHFA, what that's government funded, right? So would it typically go under FHA? So do they need like 3 to 6 months reserves?
So it's actually conventional loan only. Okay. That might change though next year. So it might change, but it's definitely just this last year was conventional only, right? So credit score 680. So typically I tell all my clients, the higher the credit score you have, the more options you have, right? Because you're available to so many different options, FHA, conventional. If you're a veteran, you can go VA. So there's many different options. So that's pretty much like the gist of the CalHFA. And to answer your question, what we could do too to help our clients out, to prepare you guys, is that even right now, right, to find out where you stand, have that baseline. And we actually came out with a new program called the soft pull credit pull pre-approval. So when we pull your credits, there's no hit at all. But now we can see all the finances and be okay, I would suggest you pay these down, right, to increase that credit score, and then also provide, okay, based on this and getting that 20% down payment, this is what it looks like here. Right, you qualify for 600,000-700,000. And we can kind of get creative with the financing. The cool thing is that with 20% down payment, it doesn't have to always go to the down payment. Right. You can do 16-17% down payment, the rest goes to closing costs, and you literally go and come out with a few $1,000s.
Right. And honestly, like this can just be like a stepping stone, right? Like even if somebody doesn't get the Dream for All, it gives you an opportunity to see where you are in the home buying process, because a lot of people don't know what it takes to buy a home. And we've had so many first-time home buyers who reach out, I don't even know if I can qualify for a home. And then they're like, oh my gosh, like we literally have helped like a bunch of clients who came to us and said, I don't even really know if I could afford it, but hey, I just want to know what to do. And within 6 months to a year, they're in their home. So I think this is a really good opportunity for people to just ask the questions, see if Dream for All would work for you, and if not, what other options is available so you can start investing in your future.
So here's the thing with real estate, right? We've been hearing now for a few years that the real estate market can't keep going up like it has, and it's going to just crash and come down like 2008. Apples and oranges, different time. But here's the thing. Here's what we've been waiting for and what we've wanted. We have prices that have come down. We have really good deals out there. There's a really low on supply right now. There's just not that many homes out there. And because the interest rates are high, there's not that many buyers. So when we pick up a buyer, they could take their time to look for a home and a lot of times negotiate, when a few years ago they didn't have that option. If you wanted a house, you better write right away, and there's a good chance someone's gonna outbid you, right? So this is the time, if you're looking to buy within now and the next 6 months, this is the time to prepare. This is the time we've been waiting for, right?
So, I don't know where I saw this, but I was like, there was something, I don't know where it was, but it was like, when interest rates come down, who does it really benefit? It benefits people who are already in a home who can refinance, because what happens to the real estate market, to buyers, is all the other thousands of buyers are going to come out, putting multiple offers on the home, 50, 60,000 over asking price, no negotiation. So if you guys are waiting for interest rates to drop, I'm not sure that that's kind of the best option. But I did see that, and I agree with it.
Like the rule of thumb, right? When interest rates come down, what happens to home prices? They go up.
Yep.
So as you mentioned, who's the benefit? The current homeowner and also the seller,
Yeah.
right? Because they're going to get the biggest bang for the buck.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
taking advantage of opportunities now, as Stephen had mentioned, there's not that much inventory, but there's not that much competition either, right? You always have the option to refinance, right? So if you have a payment right now, you might have to change a little bit of your lifestyle, not go out as much to eat.
Starbucks.
You know, oh yeah.
Just
You gotta make your
How much
freaking coffee.
how much typically a drinking Starbucks costs?
$7.
Dude, if
That's
you want
for
the
one
good ones,
person.
it's about
For
$7.
Imagine 2 people,
And then you
$14
get
a
like
day,
the sandwich. That's
Yeah.
like, I mean,
Yeah,
shoot.
you can't buy a house. That's a mortgage.
So let's do the math here. $14, right? Let's say for 2 cups of coffee, and let's do
3 days a week.
3 days a week,
Five.
times that by 52. That's $2,100 that you're spending a month, right?
Oh my
That's a
gosh.
mortgage payment. I mean, that's
That's
close
3
to a
days.
mortgage
I know
payment.
some of you are going 7 days a week.
Yeah.
I know we did.
Yeah.
I cut that off.
Yeah,
We went to
definitely.
Hawaii, and he literally
We went
had
twice a day.
Twice expensive.
They had a special. They had a special slice this morning.
Was it $5 a cup of coffee?
No, it was some
it was
crazy
get a
stuff.
free sandwich.
You buy a,
Like,
it was crazy.
Yeah,
We were
okay,
fed every day
gotcha.
from Starbucks. Thank you, Starbucks. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So, guys, right now could be a perfect opportunity. We're seeing a lot of deals. The market is, I don't want to say slow at all, but we are seeing deals, and there's just not that much inventory. If the Dream for All program seems like something you want to get prepared for, that's what we're here for. You can reach out to me and Rose. You can reach out to Mike. If you reach out to us, we're probably going to send you to Mike, or just reach out to Mike. Reach out to someone to get more information and get prepared. If the Dream for All program, that's not the end all be all either. Sometimes talking to an expert, you're more ready to buy a home than you think. And so reach out to us, guys. If you guys have any more questions about the Dream for All program, or just want to talk to someone to see, how could I clean up some things to get ready to buy a home? Because, I'm ready to buy a home. I have that couple kids, one on the way, and I don't want to rent forever. Reach out to us. You can send us a text, DM, email us. We'd love to contact with you. Mike, how can they get a hold of you?
So you guys can follow me on Instagram at moneymike_fairway, or reach out to Rose and Steven, and they'll connect us.
Yes,
Awesome.
we will.
All right, guys, if you're new to our channel, make sure to give it a little love to that subscribe button, and we'll catch you on the next video. Bye.
Peace.